Every year on the 3rd of March, families throughout Japan celebrate the Doll Festival to pray for the happiness and the healthy development of girls in each household. The celebrations include elaborate displays of dolls, a custom that has been observed for many centuries. Known as the Hina Matsuri, this festival is celebrated in every part of the country, but each region has its own traditions that are handed down from generation to generation. The way the festival is celebrated today dates back to the 17th century. Since that time, skilled craftsmen have developed many types of Hina dolls. In recent years, more contemporary versions of the dolls have been introduced, complete with modern-day fashions and hairdos. On this edition of Begin Japanology, we explore the enduring charm and remarkable craftsmanship of Hina dolls, and we examine the thoughts and prayers they embody. Hina Matsuri, the annual doll festival, is celebrated on the 3rd of March. To mark the occasion, sets of elaborate dolls and accessories are put on display, all focused around the two main dolls at the top, one male and one female. This annual ritual takes place throughout Japan to pray for the happiness and healthy development of the girls in each family. These Hina dolls are only displayed once a year. According to traditional belief, just by touching the dolls, all illness and bad luck can be transferred to them, and this will keep their owners free from harm during the year. The whole household gathers in front of the display. The Doll Festival is a ceremony that strengthens bonds within each family. The appearance of Hina dolls was heavily influenced by the styles of the imperial court. Ordinary people were fascinated by their refined appearance. The two dolls on the top shelf are known as Obina, the male doll, and Mebina, the female doll. Based on the appearance of the court aristocrats of ancient Kyoto, they are the focal point of the display. On the second shelf are three female attendants. They are the ladies in waiting who take care of the aristocratic couple. On the third shelf down, there are 5 musicians, based on the court musicians who would accompany the No drama. They play a number of instruments to provide entertainment at banquets. In most displays, the dolls are equipped with miniature furniture and even carriages. This is an extremely valuable set of Hina dolls that belongs to the descendants of the Tokugawa shogun's family. Generations of shogun's brides brought sets like this with them as part of their trousseaus. All of these tiny items were made from the same materials and using the same techniques as their real-life equivalents. This lacquered box, decorated in the maquillé style, contains a set of makeup accessories. The scissors are no bigger than a fingertip. This is a miniature calligraphy set, made in the hope that the daughters of the family would become educated young ladies. This box contains a set of clamshells used for a shell matching game. Each shell has been hand-painted on the inside. The shells are placed face down and the players turn them over one by one to find images that match. For each shell there is only one counterpart. This game embodies the wish for a strong bond between husband and wife. And this is a palanquin of the sort used by aristocratic ladies when travelling outside the court. The inside walls are lavishly decorated with the auspicious motifs of pine, bamboo and plum. These tiny furnishings from a more recent period are replicas of traditional kitchen equipment, embodying the hopes of the parents that their daughters would become good wives. Just as with the dolls, these accessories represent the aspirations that parents held for their daughters. The origins of the doll festival date back 1,000 years to the Heian period. Young girls in aristocratic households played with tiny dolls made of paper or cloth called Hina. They played at keeping house, copying aspects of their parents' lives, such as overseeing the kitchen or the rituals conducted at the court. It was a way to prepare themselves for their future lives. In ancient times, rituals were held each spring to transfer impurities and ill fortune to paper figurines, which were then floated away on rivers or in the sea. This took place on the third day of the third month by the traditional calendar. Over the years, it became linked with the girls' dolls and led to the custom of displaying Hina dolls indoors. During the Edo period from the 17th century onwards, the custom of the doll festival reached its peak. The number and variety of dolls on display increased and specialist Hina doll markets were held. The festival came to be celebrated in various different ways. It might mark a baby girl reaching her first spring. Or a newlywed woman might display the Hina dolls from her trousseau to mark the first spring since her marriage. The festival also caught on among ordinary townspeople. Here, a chest of drawers has been transformed into a display of Hina dolls. The number of display shelves increased, and the decorations became more and more extravagant as ever more elaborate dolls were produced. Various styles of Hina dolls were developed during the Edo period. This is a kind that caught on during the 18th century. The faces are round, with thin eyes, small pointed noses, and refined expressions. The original inspiration for this design is thought to have been this picture scroll of aristocrats in the Heian period. This variety of doll reflects the dreams of women in the Edo period about the aristocratic culture and Heian nobility. These dolls, known as kokinbina, have a more realistic appearance. This beautiful style of doll became popular from the late 18th century. It was at that time that glass or crystal was first used for the eyes, and the dolls became even more elaborate. Most modern-day Hina dolls follow this style. Although their appearance has changed, the popularity of Hina dolls has endured through the centuries.